Hey guys, welcome to the new studio. Today, another exciting day right here making music for other people, producing DJs, some of them actually touring worldwide, which is really exciting. And I want to use this video since I produce for DJs, I DJed a lot, and I helped, before I even started with YouTube, ghost producing other people to make them DJ and tour worldwide, which also frustrated me a little bit, to be honest, because it was my dream. I made songs for other people and then they were like touring, so I stopped, made this YouTube channel, tried my entire career, but it's all here on this channel if you're interested. Today I want to focus on how you can make it as a superstar DJ today, nowadays. What are the most important parts? We'll get right into it. And of course, start with the most important thing, and that is music. Back in the days, you could just be a DJ. I was back in the days just a DJ, but nowadays you need to produce music, get it out there, and get yourself known among the DJ community. If you make pop music or more electronic dance music in a pop style, then make sure it's going to be played on the radio. The music is the key. If you're not a producer, you got a problem. You need someone else to make the music for you, like me, or someone else that is producing for other people. You need to pay them, give them a percentage, but the music is basically not there to make the money. It's there as a business card. Here, that's my name, that's my sound, please book me. It is very important that you make the same type of music for a longer while, at least like 2 years. If you love tech house, make tech house. If you love Afro house, make Afro house. I know they're all quite similar if you look from the distance, but in the scene, and that's where you need to get like your foot in, it's important that it's like very specific. If you jump between styles, that's a mistake I made. Every time you skip to another style, it will reset your career. Everything you've done before is kind of then pointless. So you need to build up on a foundation, and that is the music. This will be the most important throughout this video. Music is the key to success. If you're already a producer, but your mixing isn't good enough, if you're a producer and you have trouble finishing songs, get help. Get someone involved with a percentage, another producer, someone that doesn't want to be on stage, like me. By the way, little plug, if you're interested, down below is an email, just hit me up and maybe we can figure something out. But get help. Don't sit in a studio if you're not the studio person, if you're more the entertainer person that wants to be on stage. Do that and let someone else be the nerd in the studio. The same applies the other way around. That's why I realized on tour DJing, it's not for me. I'm better kept in a studio. The next most important, and actually out of all of these points, the one that I personally hate the most, social media. I just don't like it. For me, it's kind of pointless. I don't consume a whole lot of social media. It's just a waste of time, but everyone else does. It's the easiest way to get known, especially if you make something that goes viral, at least a little bit. Again, the music needs to be right. So you could, for example, make a song. Wait, I cannot share this idea because that's something I'm working on right now. Anyways, I'll share it. So I'm working on a song that is called something like No Phones, and it's kind of spoken stuff on top of a tech house beat. And I think there are maybe already some songs out there that do it to animate the crowd to put their phones away. Probably something a whole lot of DJs might play. And it works really great on TikTok. It works really great, especially if you have a live crowd and the song animates everyone to get their phones out. In the middle of the song, it animates everyone to put it away for the next hour and just enjoy the moment. That's something that could work virally really well if you see the entire crowd with the phones, put it away. A lot of people will play it. It's kind of funny. And it's something that annoys everyone a little, to be honest. There is this famous picture of Pope and the other Pope years in between. Smartphone, no, yes, smartphone. It made a huge difference. That's something that works. Or you could like have an idea that works in the club and maybe also somehow on social media a little. The more underground, the more club the music is, the less important is social media, the more pop, the more people you need to reach. It needs to be more general and it works better on social media. But if you make like hardcore underground techno music, social media is still important It's almost not possible without it. I even know some DJs that are going so viral with their live gigs and so viral with whatever content they make that they have gigs just because of the content, and the music gets a little less important. But that's a way that is not for me. I think music is key, but I'd say it's like 60% the music, 40% social media. Actually depends on the project, the style of music, but I hope you get the point. You need Instagram. I think Facebook, not anymore. SoundCloud, definitely important still, especially for more underground kind of stuff. And TikTok. I hate it, but apparently a lot of people spend a lot of time there, and you need to reach the people so they know who you are, so they come to your gigs, because that's the only way to get booked, because the booker wants to have the show full and make money. And if you can guarantee that, kind of, by having a big reach, you'll get gigs instantly, worldwide. Can go really fast, can go really slow if you make a lot of mistakes, but that's the way to go. Those are the two main key factors. But now let's get on to the more detailed stuff that is also very, very important. Next up is having a red phone. You still know from the Cold War, the red phone between Russia, America, basically something like that, like a direct connection to someone that is known, more famous, or just like maybe 10% further than you. Because then get in contact with that person. Of course, you, if you don't know anyone, shouldn't try and reach out to Skrillex. There is no point. But back in the days, Skrillex sent out his demos to Deadmau5. Deadmau5 like released his stuff on his label and pushed him. Without this connection, without those two working together, without Deadmau5 helping Skrillex, there might not even be a Skrillex. And he's considered among the best producers on this planet. So get in contact, stay in contact, go to clubs, write people online, which gets harder and harder because more and more people do this. But ask your friends who is a DJ, if they know someone else that is a producer, or if a producer knows a DJ, there's always a connection. You just need to follow it, get this red telephone, and the direct connection to one of the bigger kind of persons. I'm doing the same right now. I got in contact with some bigger DJs that I'm now producing, through mutual friends in between. So I knew someone else that was like 40% bigger than me and more reach. He knew someone else that needed productions that was even bigger than him. And this way I got to know the right people to make music for. Next important bit, the show. It's all about the show nowadays. Look at Ganachi. He's just show. It's funny, sometimes it's just silly. I don't know, it's somewhere in between. But you need to perform on stage. That's something I was pretty weak at. The more underground the music, the less you have to move, the less the mic you have to use. But you need to be able to rock a crowd nowadays. You need to be able to stand in front of 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 people and talk to them. And in a way where they actually feel that you feel really good on stage, like a fish in water. There are some DJs, for example, unfortunately, Avicii, a person where I think more the type that shouldn't be on stage, but he then was on stage and compensated it in a way that basically ended everything. But yeah, just be present on stage. And if you're the shy kind of person, think about it twice. There is a lot of traveling, a lot of touring, a lot of stress, a lot of people in the background that will do stuff for you. So you need to be someone that is cool with giving away control. That's something I struggle with. I want to do everything myself. So you're basically the performer on the stage eventually. If your career gets big enough, there's someone planning where you need to go, which airplane to take, where to sit, what to say, where to perform, even connects everything for you in the DJ booth or on the big stage at the festival. And there's a whole lot involved. Like big superstar DJs, there are like 20 to 100 people working in the background to make all of this actually work. For the very beginning, there's something that helps. Edits, remixes, take other people's songs, transform them, make them your own, and release them. Even if they're maybe kind of illegal, I still advise to release them, because the worst case that could happen is someone sees it, takes it down, and if no one sees it, it's not good enough and no one will punish you for it. But if it gets big, eventually the owners of the rights will contact you, give you a very, very bad deal. Happened to me. I got 3% of one of the songs that I made, where I used samples that I didn't clear, but it's still out there. And it got me 2 or 3 gigs, so it was definitely worth it. This is no legal advice, it's your own risk, but I haven't heard of any small DJ being sued for using some other material. And obviously Beatles, Michael Jackson, like really big kind of guys, don't even try it. And next up is your release strategy, like how we're kind of to release the songs. Very important. I'd advise to release with another DJ that has a label. Just for example, if you're, again, into tech house and you want to get on stage and get connected, your foot in the door, then maybe make a really good song and send it to Chris Lake. He has a label and he's featuring unknown artists on his label. Same goes for every style of music. There is always a bigger DJ, the head of a label. Send it there. It's easier to get in because it's actually there to discover new talents. They love discovering new talents. And if you release 2 or 3 songs on their label and they work quite well, they might invite you on tour as like someone doing the pre-show. Maybe they will do label nights, ADE label nights, very common for people to DJ the first time there. That's definitely something you should keep in mind. Because with the music, the first little main goal is to make sure other DJs actually play it. If you make pop music, there are some huge artists that make big songs played on the radio. They have millions of streams on Spotify, but no gigs, because they make music that isn't being played on a club. And bookers, club owners, they book someone that makes the music that fits to the club. So if you produce too commercially, it's very hard to get gigs. So I'd say you need to find a sweet spot in the middle or go more the underground route. Actually, the more underground, the less plays on your music is actually needed to get your gigs. It's a lot easier, the nerdier and the more sub kind of culture the music is, because these people inform themselves more about new talents. And if they discover someone, they're also more likely to help them, feature them. It's more culture art than fully commercial. Fully commercial, it's just about the numbers. And then later on, most people actually go then more and more the commercial route to get bigger. That's like one of the usual paths. Once you get to the point where you play your first gigs, have your first releases on small, medium-sized labels, it's then just about repeating it, trying to get more shows, perform really well, be nice to the people, they'll book you again. If you play at a festival and a year later it's the same festival, like approach them 6 to 9 months before and ask to play there again. Get to know the owner, get to know the bookers, connect yourself, and make sure you're there every single year and you perform really well. Make also sure not to price yourself too high, because that's also a factor where they might be turned off. And just progress, develop, stick to what you're doing as long as you can. Eventually, the next steps are your own label, being yourself someone that helps other people, because helping other people can help you in return again. Maybe there's someone sending you a demo that lives in another country and is actually doing their club events. So they will book you. You book them again if you do the same. That's also one of the next steps, doing your own shows. If you're big enough to fill a small local club, go for it, do it. It's a whole lot of fun, will get you connected with a whole lot of people. And it's definitely really good to also create social media content, because then you can control everything. You can ask a friend to film everything, put it up on socials. That's really, really something that helps a lot. And just keep on going. If you have an idea and you think it's good, half a year later, it's not all of a sudden a bad idea. It's more you not like seeing the success and then stopping or doing something else. This will again eliminate everything you did before too. So stick to your plan. That is a good plan. Everything I said in this video should guide you in the right direction. Stick to it. It can take a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It can get really frustrating. Sometimes the style of music you make just isn't really trending right now, but then chasing the trend eliminates everything you did before, and then you're again late, and then you have to switch it up again. That's also a mistake I made. Don't do it. Just pick something you like, stick to it, and just go through with it. There are enough people on this planet that like different types of music. There are enough that will love your music if you make it really good. and will eventually come to your show. That's basically it. If you really want to take your DJ music production career to the next level, don't forget to subscribe. If you're a DJ producer and you need songs or help with songs, get in contact. And that's it. Good luck. Thanks a lot. It's a lot harder nowadays, but it's still possible. And if you hit the right song or the right viral clip, it can go in 3 months from 0 to being a superstar DJ. No problem. Just try it out. It's a little bit also up to luck, but the more you do, the more luck you'll have. That's it. Thanks a lot for watching. See you soon again, right here in the studio.